bit of that biphenyl, but I'd like to know when that stops. So I'd like to do 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then I also need to do 14, 15, 16, and 17 to see when that spot stops and starts getting replaced by that bottom spot that we don't really want. I also notice that the ketone's a little bit more purple versus the darker blue of the compound of interest, and I'm not seeing any purple here, which would be a good indication that there really isn't any ketone in the product that's coming off. What we're after is getting rid of these trailing spots, you'll see them there, which are probably aldol condensation impurity, and this top spot, which is probably biphenyl impurity. So we're isolating just this alcohol. So 9, 10, 11, 12 on one plate, 14, 15, 16, 17 on another plate, and we'll try to find out where that material starts and stops. And if we're lucky, that's all the plates we'll need. Since we need more, we're going to have to go to the stockroom and get them. If we're efficient, we won't need any more than this. There's 9, 10, 11, and 12. And 14, 15, 16, and 17. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 9. Oops, broke it. And and 12. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's 14. And 15. There's a short one in here somewhere. There it is. Maybe. Where are you? And 17. Have a look under UV, since that's the only way to find the biphenyl. Oops, got my pencil. So we definitely have some UV in all of those. 17 looks like it's pretty much blank. Even 16 looks pretty much blank. Which means it's probably the aldol condensation product. It doesn't have that benzene ring. Didn't need my pencil. I need the pencil afterwards. So we're going to run 9, 10, 11, 12 in one, 14, 15, 16, 17 in the other. At this point I know that everything I need is off that column. So I don't need the column anymore. And while I'm waiting for those TLCs to develop, I can push all that solvent off and let that column go dry. So it'll be ready to dispose of. Hopefully I don't need those anymore. It should be done. And based on these plates I've already run, I know that I don't want any of the first 8 fractions. Even though 8 has some product, it's got that biphenyl in it, so I don't want it. And I know I don't want anything from 18 on, so I can dispose of everything below 8. So the first 5 fractions can be discarded. It's a whole lot easier to pour all your fractions into a beaker in your hood and then take them to the organic waste. So that's 6, 7, 8. Don't know if I want 9 yet. We'll find out soon. And then I know I can safely get rid of everything from 18 on. Even though 18 does have a little bit of product, it's got the impurities. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't want 18. Or 19 or 20. Those last 3 were clean, unused. And I don't need any of this last row. So my compound is somewhere in those 9 fractions. Won't be needing any more ethyl acetate or hexane. Make it a little bit longer. Put the pipettes back. Probably don't need these chambers, but we'll keep them for the moment. I know I'm going to want fraction 13, so I can actually transfer fraction 13 to my tared flask. Twisting it, run it down the walls a little bit. If I was really concerned with yield, I'd rinse it, but I don't think I'm going to lose much by not rinsing it. There's clearly a lot of compound in these fractions because you can see that ring is very large. But then by the time you get to fraction 15, there's not a lot of compound. So my guess is we won't want 15, 16, or 17 either. That's probably good enough. This one ran faster than the other one. That's why you mark the solvent front. It looks like fraction 9 doesn't have that top biphenyl spot. Does have compound. The 9, 10, 11, 12 we're going to take. It looks like this bottom spot here, which could be the other alcohol, could be the ketone. It's present in those guys. And then on 14, that's probably our alcohol. But like I said, it looks like we probably don't want these fractions. 14, 15, and 16 definitely have some stuff, but probably not much product. 17 is blank, so I can get rid of 17. It may show up under the phospholipid acid staining. So the biphenyl was off by fraction 8, that impurity. Put this pencil back. And we'll stain those two. It's quite a bit hotter than it was when you did the first two, so holding it a little further away. So you'll see compound, or fraction 14 looks like it's still got a lot of alcohol. 15 starts to have a relatively small amount of alcohol. I'll keep 14, but 15, 16, and 17 looks like they've got those lower spots that I probably don't want. And these are all going to go dark blue. Lots of compound in fractions 9, 10, 11, and 12. Probably both alcohols. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 we definitely keep. 13 we keep. 14 we keep. And I'm going to throw away a little bit by throwing away 15 and 16, but we'll still have plenty. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Those 6 fractions are the ones we'll collect, and we'll discard the others. I'm going to leave these here because I'm going to take a picture of those. That's the co-spot. We'll move that over. And I'll upload that picture to Blackboard. So 9, 10, 11, 12, I already took 13, 14. We're keeping 15, 16, and 17. Even though there is some compound, there's not enough to be worth a little bit of impurity. And we'll simply combine these. And that's a small enough number of fractions that I can combine them all in one round bottom without filling it too full. You'll notice that it's colorless, which is kind of nice. The yellow stayed on the column. So I've probably got about 40 milliliters, maybe closer to 50. Should be about 8 milliliters times 6 fractions, so 48 milliliters. And I'm going to rotovap that, but the rotovap's not set up. So I will cap that up for now. And I also have to go and get some waste containers, because there are no waste containers to pour this stuff in the back. So I'm going to go off camera and go set up a rotovap and get some waste containers.